G. I am working as an assistant professor in Department of Information Science and Engineering, SJVIT, Bangalore. I welcome you all to this lab session on machine learning.
Hello students. Coming to our 8th program, the question would be apply EM algorithm to cluster a set of data stored in .csv file. Use the same data set for clustering using k-means algorithm. Compare the results of these two algorithms and comment on the quality of a clustering. You can add Java or Python ML libraries, classes or API in this program. Okay, so for this program we are taking a data from a IRIS data set. IRIS is nothing but IRIS is a type of flower which comes in different species. It is setosa, it can be a Veriginica and so on. So what we have to do, we have to classify it, or we have to cluster your flower into different forms. Okay, which breed it is from, or rather than saying it as breed, which species it belongs to, whether it belongs to your what would be the, depending on the petal length, petal width and so on, you are classifying or you are clustering the data. Okay, clustering again, it means that you are grouping a similar type of values. Okay, for this I am making use of import matplotlib.pyplot_plt for plotting the graph. Okay, sklearn import data sets, then sklearn.cluster import k-means. For this algorithm I am using a k-means algorithm, which is a clustering algorithm again. Okay, and then I make use of pandas and numpy. So I load the IRIS data set, so which is already available in with you. This IRIS is equals to dataset.load_IRIS. Okay, x is equals to pd.dataframe. Okay, I am putting it in the form of a frame. Frame again, it is in the form of a tabular format. Okay, I am putting it in the form of a tabular format with the help of sepal length. It can be sepal width, it can be sepal length, petal length, width, species and so on. Okay, that I am doing it here in the tabular format. And then y is equals to pd.dataframe of IRIS target. Target again, it is whether it belongs to that particular species or not, whether it belongs to setosa species or not, whether it belongs to Veriginica species or not. In the same way, whether it belongs to versicolor species or not. Okay, all such things we are putting it in the form of a target. I directly apply the k-means cluster here, k-means algorithm, in which I am telling the compiler that I need only three groups, three similar clusters for us to build a graph. I'll fit those clustered into a graph. After that, I have in this k-means I have different attributes which would include algorithm, it is automatic, copy _x, it is true, initialize, k-means ++. Okay, maximum iteration for your algorithm would be 300. Number of clusters, as I have given clearly that I need only 3 cluster here. The same thing I am that is being displayed. After that, n_initiate is equals to 10. I will start my initializing of your what do you call that as center to 10. Jobs, it is 1. Okay, pre-compute distance, it is auto. Okay, while forming a cluster, obviously what it has to do, it has to first take a what all properties you have in your circle. Okay, it can be the distance, it can be the centroid and all those things. It has to calculate the values by itself. Then random state, it is none. Total, it is 0.0001 and verbose, it is 0. These are the different attributes available in your k-means. Okay, so here I am only restricting the cluster value to 3. I'll start figuring out your plot by giving plt.figure. Figure size is equals to 14, 14, the length and width of your things. Then the colors which has to be applied for your clusters, it is red, lime and black. Okay, after that, plot the original classification using petal features. I am taking the petal feature into a consideration here. So I am using a subplot to be 2, 2 and 1, wherein the values it can be for x dot petal length, x dot petal width, and then c is equals to color map y dot target. How many values I am taking into consideration? I am taking into consideration 40 values. What are the different titles available here? The title of your graph would be real cluster, the x label will be petal length, the y label will be petal width, and you are showing the plot. Okay. So what happens here, when you classify your data, okay, I am classifying it with the help of your petal length and petal width. Depending on the petal length and petal width of the flower, I am classifying or I am clustering the flower. Okay. For example, if the petal length is within the range of 1.4 to 1.7, it should be colored in the form of a black. Okay. If it is above 2, then it can be, if your petal length is something like 5.7, 4.9, 6.7 centimeters, then obviously it should be in the form of a red. Okay. Or if it is less than 1, okay, it is something like 0.6, 0.4, 1.0, then it has to be displayed in the form of a green. In the same way, if I start taking a width into a consideration, if it is 0.02, okay, if it is 0.03 or something in that way, if the width of a petal width would be 2.3 or 1.8 or 1.5 and 1.4, then it will start forming the cluster. If you can see here, depending on the petal length, you are creating a clusters here. For creating a clusters, obviously what will happen, it will first come into start with a single point. With that single point, it will draw a circumference of that particular area. Okay, and whatever value is similar or whatever value is nearby to that particular circumference, it will catch up those points and it will form a cluster. The same thing you can see here. Okay, they are forming up a cluster here. You can see here red, you have one cluster. In the same way, lime color, you have another cluster. In the same way, black color, you have another cluster. So these clusters, they are completely dependent on your petal length and petal width of that particular flower. Okay, so here what we'll do, we'll just classify the flower with the help of a length and width of the petals. So how do I do that? I start making use of your what is called as Gaussian mixture. What is that? Scalar is equals to pre-processing standard scalar fit. I am fitting the data here, and then what is the fit value you have? Gaussian mixture. Covariance type is equals to full, initial parameter is equals to k-means, maximum iteration is equals to 100, okay, means initiative is equals to none, n components is 3, that is nothing but your clusters, initialization it will be starting from 1, okay, precision underscore initialization is none, random value it can be none, or it can be full values also. So these are the variables which are available in your Gaussian matrix mixtures. So these Gaussian mixtures, they are being used in your EM algorithm, and then depending on that I will start forming the cluster here. Observation, the GMM using EM algorithm based clustering match the true labels. Okay, that is the labels will be providing. If I can I just want to show you data here, one sec. If you can see the data here, this is your program, yes, IRIS. You can see here you have a labeling here, okay, Setosa, in the same way versicolor, in the same way you have Virginica. So these values are given as an input. So depending on this input, it will start clustering the values, which again depends on your petal length and petal width. Am I clear with that? That is about your clustering, okay, wherein you will start clustering the values depending on those important points. That is about your 8th program. So So coming to our next program, which is your ninth one also, it is related to your k-nearest algorithm itself, which will be concentrating in the next session. Okay, so sorry for the disturbance, one sec. Yeah.